Hello, everyone, and welcome back to some more Rome 2 Siege action. We got a 3v3 for you here at Pulpadeva, Pulpadiva? I tried to say it different 3 times. I think I failed. Anyway, this one's been sent to us by Emperor Candy Katsu. And as always, let's go over the players on the field of battle, quickly go over army comps, and then we'll get right into it. So, we have on the defending side multiplayer playing as Nabatea, Champion playing as Kush, and Emperor Kendikatsu playing as Syracuse. And then we have attacking Drunk in Nepal playing as Gete, Decuno playing as Bactria, and then we have John Boggs 77 playing as Swaby. So we'll start with the attackers, make our way around, and then get into the defenders. Gete is bringing, Gete things. We have a handful of noble swords on the field. We have, of course, the Dacian heavy bowmen, a couple of falksmen, as well as some heavy spears and mercenary axe warriors as well. Bactria is bringing way over here a unit of Bactrian hillmen. And then we have, let's see, what else we got up here? Scale, Thorax hoplites, Bactrian hillmen. We have Ballista right over here, which I'm surprised. Oh, you either forgot or this is some strategery going on right now. Because I was going to say, Bactria left their ballista kind of wide open. Maybe it's sort of behind a hill. Maybe it would be difficult to hit, you know? Yeah, especially trying to aim manually through the trees. Maybe that would be a bit of a hassle to hit. But anyway, they brought a giant ballista with them. Bactrian Royal Cab is their general. We have some more Bactrian hillmen. Really loading up on those hillmen, huh? Then we have Persian Lights archers. Let's see, Bactrian Royal Guard. Bactrian Royal Guard. Thorax Pikemen and Thorax Pikes. Triple Bronze Chevron. And then what else do we have over here? Another unit of Scale Thorax Hoplites. Thorax Swords, and then 2 more Persian Lights. Interesting, too, since I'm pretty positive they get access to mercenary Syrians. But anyway, Swaby is also bringing with him some noble riders. We have a big old ballista boy being hidden by the towers here. And then when we got Club, oh come on, okay. About to say, I just saw Club Levy and then a whole bunch of other light infantry. I'm like, so we're just gonna have a bunch of Club Levy here. All right, so Club Levy, we have some Bloodsworn, Club Levy, and then Sword Masters, yep. And then more Bloodsworn on the ground. I'm not sure that I would have my Sword Masters up on towers right off the bat, but to each their own. I don't see any archers anywhere. I don't know if their archers have the ability to hide or not, and you can't hide in any of these trees, so maybe he just, well, actually we can count, can't we? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. So yeah, he's missing 4 archers are hidden somewhere. I don't know if the Kimberly bowmen can hide. Maybe the longbow hunters? I'm not sure. Anyway, going right over here, Nabatea is bringing with him. We have a Nabatean Noble Cab Gen. We'll throw in the companion cab from Syracuse for shits and giggles. Nabatea is also bringing, let's see what we got here, some Nabatean Axe Warriors. We also have some swordsmen, Nabatean swordsmen. Ballista, we got some Desert Levy up on the wall there to absorb some of the scorpion shots from the towers here, if you didn't know. A good way to avoid your ballista crew getting shot at from the towers is to put whether it's a slinger unit or Levy Freeman or whatever, up on the wall, and they will end up taking most of the fire from the jabbies because they are considered, if I remember correctly, that's how it works. They go after the more expensive units, quote unquote. And then what else do we have? Nabatean Axe Warriors. We have some Levy Spears, Armored Desert Hoplites, 2 Nabatean Thorax Pikes, and then of course back here Nabatean Heavy Archers and Armored Desert Hoplites, Desert Hoplites, Axe Warriors, and Axe Warriors. Okay. Oh, what do we got? Nabatean Swords. All right. Kush is bringing. We have a unit of Kushite Royal Guard as the gen. We have 2 units of Armored Shotel Warriors. Looks like 2 units of Shotel Warriors, 4 Nubian Bowmen, 3, 4 swordsmen, 1 Kushite slave, 2 Kushite slave, 3 Kushite slave infantry, and back here, Kushite pikes. Easily the worst pikes in the game, if I remember correctly, but like I say, pikes are pikes. Finally, finishing off with Syracuse. So we have a unit of archers, and then archers, archers, and archers. And then we got some Thurio spears, mercenary Samnite warriors, Samnites, Thurio spears, Thurios, Samnites, Thorax, Thorax hoplites, mercenary veteran hoplites, Thorax, and then what do we got? Thurio spears and Thorax hoplite general. And that's gonna be it. 29 minutes and 40 seconds. And this one, ladies and gents, let's get this underway. So, Bactria over here with the ram should be interesting. Perhaps, I'm assuming they're going to wait for Getae to get up on the walls to neutralize this gatehouse, or at least to start to neutralize it, and then maybe they'll move up the ram to knock down the door. But yeah, they picked... not really. Well, yeah, I mean, it's kind of a tough place, because you only really have, in this area... 3 sections that you can get down off of the walls, and they don't have artillery with them either. So they're going to be forced to go up on the walls. Syracuse has his archers ready to go. And the minute that these guys drop and get on the walls, they're going to start to get shot at. And of course, once they make their way down, they're going to end up in this little corral of death. So we'll see how that goes for them. Meanwhile, we have... Ooh, man. Bactria, are you even using flame shot? You are, but... Oh, yeah. And they're getting shot at by the Neptune heavy archers. Yeah, these Persian lights are taking a beating. He's lucky he didn't lose any. Pushes up, already up to 105 kills already so far. Wow. Bactria's Ballista, only 12 kills so far, not firing any more shots at the moment. And then Swaby over here, only moving up. Boy, Swaby. Oh, Swaby. I think what he's trying to do is get this tower over here so it shoots at these guys, but I don't think it's going to work. Do not think it's going to work. Looks like Nabatea is going to try and thread the needle here. Ooh, and he manages to do it. Taking out 5 guys from the general. Maybe even, yeah, a couple of bloods. Oh, and he got a nice little shot off on the one ballista there. So, man, oh man. Could be interesting. Swaby is going with a very... I don't even know what to call it. This is a tough area to attack, too, because you're really penning yourself in here. So, I mean, you got to be very, very confident that you're able to get in here. I mean, him having a ballista definitely would aid if he could get shots off on the wall, and then he could move his towers up as he's knocking down a section of the wall, and either dismount his guys from the towers, mount a few men on the towers, while others bust in through the breach. But Companion and Cab coming out. Yeah, they were going to go after these Club Levy. They're going to get in there, too. Club Levy frantically trying to get down. Oh, no, they're charging. Not good. They're out of formation. They're going to get a big charge off. Look at that number drop. My God. Already down to 25 guys. Down 30 guys. Swaby is not having a good time. Meanwhile, Bactria is making their way up onto the walls. Bactria and Hillman taking the tower here so as to avoid casualties to the hoplite, the thorax swords, and the scale thorax hoplites. Shots coming in from Bactria, not using flame shot, however. Has managed to get 61 kills, so Push is taking some shots, but not terrible. He's going to start to shift around some of his troops so they don't get hit anymore. Good move, good move. And Getae has finally made it up onto the walls. Hopefully the Thurio spears are... And yes, it does appear that they are, and auto fire has been turned off, so that's good. And again, look, I mean, look here what I'm saying. You know, I mean, if he wants to land here, that's fine, but he has to go all the way around. And obviously, this is going to... Taking this route along the wall to get down and come out is obviously a longer way to traverse, rather than him just moving a Thurio Spear and Samnite Warrior. And honestly, the Heavy Spear is not a bad unit, of course, against Cav, but against some Samnites, I don't think it'll go that way. So, Axe Warriors and Heavy Spears up on the walls, getting peppered down pretty seriously. They themselves are also throwing their jabbies down into the Syracuse line. However, I don't know that they're getting the greatest shots off. Bactria moving up the ram, getting ready to knock down those gates and charge in. I'm sure, at least hopefully, that Getae will move up the rest of his troops so that he can support this push by Bactria. Meanwhile, speaking of Bactria, still haven't made much progress. They did manage to take the Arrow Tower. Unfortunately, Kush is within the Red Ring of Death to get shot at by this Arrow Tower. So, yeah, looks like he's going to pull back his troops out of that line of fire. It's good. Great, grand, wonderful. Love to see it. 108 kills for this ballista so far. It still has ammo. If it's not careful, though, Bactria might get some funny ideas and move on down. Meanwhile, oh boy, Bactria has moved up his Bactrian Royal Cav to come and deal with Nabatea Noble Cav and Companion Cav from Syracuse and Nabatea. However, though, what are you aiming over here? This is not what you should be going for. Be going over here for this section of the wall, so you got to pick a breach. Yeah, pull back, Bactria. I mean, he really came over here. Swaby didn't even bother to. Oh boy. Swaby might lose another ballista. Maybe? We still firing here? We are. Yeah, I mean, the two of them could definitely take out, obviously. Bactrian Cav is 2 against 1, but with all the backup here, it's just not going to be great. Let's see, 66 guys down from 80. Swaby's still taking their time. Getae, in the meantime, really making an aggressive play here, and honestly, kind of going it on his own at the moment. Bactria has knocked down the gates. Hillman have taken a bit. Actually, no, they haven't, because the gates were already neutralized. They didn't take any losses from hot oil. But again, Getae is being kind of left out, hung out to dry. Unfortunately, Heavy Spears aren't going to do great. Neither of these Axe Warriors either. And honestly, I just think that the Noble Swords are going to get up here too late in the day to be of any type of use. He does have a unit of Noble Swords in here, but they already down to 72 men, only 18 kills, and these archers, even though they're the worst archers in the game, they are just going to town, being effectively utilized, hitting the units up on the wall, getting great shots into the rear of these mercenary Axe Warriors, while also causing collateral damage to the Heavy Spears and Noble Swords. So, yeah, Getae is not going to be in this fight much longer. Quickly rushing forward the rest of his army. I mean, his general is way over here in left field. Noble Spear general. Personally, I think I would have went with the Noble Swords, but maybe couldn't have afforded it. Meanwhile, Bactria is still just... I don't know. What are you doing? What is Bactria doing? Swaby over here still trying to either, whether it's go for these units themselves or try and knock down the wall. He's not doing the greatest of jobs. I'm not really sure how much ammo he's actually going to have left to be able to do anything. Shots coming in. Missed. Oh, he did, however, hit this building. But it didn't cause any losses. Maybe it did. Maybe this one? I know that there are like a handful of buildings that you can hit and that they'll end up actually causing damage to the units around them. Maybe this isn't one of them. You know what would be cool if they had, if it was a cool detail, if they had like a statue to whoever in here. Oh, but that's kind of cool. Look at that. I mean, it looks like nothing, but, you know, the intent is there. So that's kind of cool, actually. Neat little detail. And it's not on the outside, either. Which, honestly, that's incorrect. Because the outside should be painted. Because we know, thanks to science, that Greek marble sculptures were painted. So yeah, the outside of this temple should, hypothetically, I would think, should be painted. All these characters. Anyway, there's your history facts for the day. History fact of the day. Moving right along. Mercy, yeah, these Axe Warriors. I mean, this whole assault over here definitely did not go. I mean, Gette's out of the fight. I don't mean to be mean, but I'm sorry. You are just done for. It looks like you're going to start to pile through this front over here. I mean, I don't even think Syracuse brought pikes, right? I don't think I tallied them off on the list of units that they brought. They don't need them. I mean, sure, he's finally got the heavy bowman over here to assist, and that's definitely going to help a little bit, but it doesn't. I mean, what is he firing at? I feel like he just has auto fire on, and they're firing at all of these units, which in and of itself, not bad, but also not great. You want to be focusing mostly on the main line units so that you can get them weakened into a nice weakened state, and then your troops can punch a hole through. Meanwhile, over here, Hillman had been thwarted. Bactria is finally starting to do something, bringing down his thorax swords, landing just his thorax. I don't know what Bactria is doing. I really, really, really don't know what Bactria is doing. I don't know. Swaby has managed to finally get a breach into this wall at the cost of, well, no, he does still have some. That might have actually been his last. No, it's not. Okay. He did manage to get a breach in, but I mean, now he's kind of going to be stuck between literally a rock and a hard place. You picked a very tough spot, my friend, to punch through, and now you're going to try and knock down another section of wall. It's a nice sentiment. Unfortunately, I do not think that you have the ammo to actually pull that off. So now, because, I mean, look, I know I don't have to tell you guys, but I'm going to do it. All right, because you're veterans. But for those of you who don't play this game that much, or are interested in playing this game that much, or haven't played this game that much, knocking down this section of wall is all well and good. This, though, if you knock down the corners here, it's going to give you more. Will he actually have the ammo to do it? It is possible to pull off, but you have to get all of your shots perfectly. So Nabatea should really pull back all of his units at the moment. I mean, the swordsman and the levy spearmen. But out of ammo. Out of ammo. So I mean, this is a choke point. I mean, if Nabatea really wanted to, I mean, he really, in all seriousness, could just do this, and then just do this. There's no way for him to get up on the wall anywhere, except for these stairs right there. And then if he could just hold those two spots, you know, Swaby could come right on in here, pile up in this section, and then the archers can go to town. Meanwhile, Bactria is, oh my god. Is this Lemming Train Part 2? Is this what this is going to be? Giving up on your assault does not help. Companion Cav is inside and moving around. Looks like they're going to be coming over here. We have some veteran hoplites. 255 kills routing. Down to 21 men. But boy, oh boy, they lay some hurting on Gette. Falksmen naturally getting routed really quickly. They have no armor. They're shock troops. They have a great charge bonus, as we can see. 48, pretty good. Not meant for long-term combat. They have no armor. Their melee defense is absolute trash. Cycle charge. You have to cycle charge with them in and out, in and out, in and out. Otherwise, they're just going to get wrecked. I don't know what Bactria is doing. Bactria and Swebe. Swebe? I combined Gette and Swebe. Oh, I did it again. Gette and Swaby. Jesus Christ. Bactria and Swaby. Really kind of hung out Getae to dry, unfortunately. I mean, Bactria is completely abandoning his front over here. I mean, what are you going to do with these Hillmen and the Royal Guard? If you're going to have them come all the way over here, they're going to be exhausted by the time they get there. I mean, there's no way that he's out of ammo. He is out of ammo. How many kills? 181. Not bad. Honestly, I think I would have, instead of bombarding this area, I probably would have knocked down a wall. Usually, what I like to do when I have artillery or a ballista, I set them up right here on this wall, or this hill rather. Yes, there is this right there, but then I'll take a handful of siege towers and set them up kind of like that in a line so that it's a wall protecting them. And then you have a really good shot, really great shots, and it can reach the range. The ballista can reach upwards of up into here roughly. But anyway, so now, yeah, I mean, come on, guys. Thorax pikes already, they're not even being pushed in. As soon as Nabatea or Kush notices that there are pikes over here, these guys are going to get focused down. They're already getting focused down. They're going to melt. It doesn't matter the triple bronze chevron. That doesn't boost their armor defense. Just their melee and melee attack and base morale. So these guys are screwed. They're screwed. They might get, granted, they might get a couple kills, but entering a breach with pikes like this and trying to actually, I know I'm spinning and zooming around a lot. I apologize. But this isn't. I mean, it's not great. Look at the hump that they're on. Archer fire hitting these thorax pikes is going to have a field day getting to these guys. And look how they're positioned. They're not even in a good line. It's not. This is why I don't bring pikes on attack ever. I never bring pikes on attack. Personally, in my own opinion, my own play style, it's not worth it. It's not, especially it's not worth it until extremely late game. And even by then, you know, usually everyone's out of arrows and whatnot anyhow. But yeah, I mean, these guys are in and out of pike formation. He's trying to get them to go where he wants, and it's just not happening. He might even be trying to get them to glitch out and about. Kushite pikes are actually over here, and they're going to start doing their pokey work. Pike versus pike. We'll see how that goes. Meanwhile, Companion Cab getting over in here, getting some kills onto the backs of these thorax swords. Bactria over here is effectively fallen, and Getae over here is just done. They did not stand a snowball's chance in hell of even getting through here in any way, shape, or form. I think Getae would have had a much better time if he had brought at least one piece of artillery with him, had knocked down this section of wall right here, so that while Bactria punched a hole through the gate and Getae was up on the walls, there would have been another breach, instead of, you know, just coming down the stairway here and Syracuse only having to hold here and here. I mean, you gave Syracuse a win on a silver platter, essentially. And I'm not trying to be mean. If you happen to be watching this, please take it with a grain of salt. I know I can be kind of hypercritical sometimes, but genuinely, I want the player base of this game to get better, because unfortunately, Rome 2 online battles can be quite toxic. And that makes me sad. So, Bactrian Royal Guard have been brought up. Thorax Pikes. Looks like the other Thorax Pike unit has been completely obliterated. And there's really not much left on the field. I mean, I don't even see... I mean, they do have their Bloodsworn here. Again, though, they're Swordmasters, rather. Why are you having your Swordmasters up front? Your Bloodsworn and Club Levy should be the ones going in first to try and create as much damage and disruption as possible. And then you send in your Swordmasters afterwards. I mean, I don't think it really matters, because they just don't matter, but... So, Bactrian Royal Guard, very heavy spear infantry, running over here, already in an active state. They're going to be tired soon, and soon very tired. So their combat effectiveness isn't going to be what in God's name. He's doubling back. He's doubling back. I guarantee you, because this would be my thought process too. He thinks he's being sneaky. because Kush has moved most of his units over here to assist Nabatea in thwarting this, because this is where Bactria has decided to pour most of his efforts. So now Bactria is rushing these 2 units over here to get up on the walls and come down to try and do something sneaky. But he is... Ooh, pardon me. A handful of Kushite slave infantry. Swordsmen here who are unfortunately losing the thorax swords, but I mean, thorax swords are definitely better than the swordsmen. But I mean, yeah, here comes sword. Here comes the all of the reserves right here, charging the back of these guys. Get him out of here. So even if he does get these guys up on the wall and down, he has to be. He's met with 2 swordsmen, 2 Kushite slaves, 3 swordsmen, and 3 Kushite slaves. Not to mention the Kushite Royal Guard, which, you know, it's really good melee cav, and it's just I don't know. Syracuse now pulling away. Look at all of this. Look at it. Just, would you look at this? Would you look at that? Would you just look at it? Let's take a picture of that. We do need pictures, don't we? Gotta do it for the gram, fam. But yeah, just here we go. Syracuse's companion cav getting out, looking for a target to net. Where are you going? Bactria is definitely a newer player, without a doubt. But this is just like, I don't know, man. Don't know. Come on, charge! Like, what are we doing here? They're not even bothering. I mean, they have plenty of archer fire, so they do have that going for them. They could pepper down these units if they all, with each one of their archers, if they focus down a unit, they could quickly melt. I mean, they need to be shooting at the pikes. That's what they need to be shooting at. They need to be shooting at the pikes so that they then can charge in. But 245 kills, jeez. Yeah, here we go. Syracuse will probably meet this challenge here. Rushing over. Not that they really need to. I mean, you also have to keep in mind, too, that here in Popoteva, this is the victory point. So, I mean, hypothetically, Bactria could pull off some sneaky stuff, but, I mean, Kush has so many fresh units. I mean, the Shotel warriors and armored Shotels are fine. He could send them over and absolutely just rip through these units. Especially well, not the Thorax Pikes, but the Bactrian Royal Guard. Thorax Pikes are definitely a little bit more of a problem, for sure. There you go. They get a charge off. Yeah, it looks like he did. Persian Lights getting routed, probably taking some heavy fire from the defending archers. Kushite Royal Guard out. Nabatea is also out. I'd like to see that. There we go. Nabatea and Kush teaming up. Going to get a nice charge off on these units here, hopefully. Big charge. How many kills? Right off the bat. 60 right off the bat. Going to get in here. He's going to start beating up these Bloodsworn pretty good. Swordmaster's getting turned around. This would be a great opportunity for the defenders to start pouring out. Swaby is 100% distracted by these 2 cavalry units moving around. This would be the best opportunity to start pouring out with your infantry units, if you so desired, to absolutely crush the opposition. Noble Riders getting into combat with the Mercenary Companion Cav. They are losing, but they've tied up 2 of the generals from the attacking army. Again, great opportunity here to charge out and deal with these guys. You don't necessarily need to sit tight at the moment. But it's neither here nor there. Jeez, Nabatea again into these archers, just absolutely thrashing them. 5 minutes, 50 seconds left in this one, guys. Don't forget to like, share, subscribe, comment, do all that cool YouTube stuff. It helps out the channel, and of course, I appreciate it as well. And don't forget to check out the links in the description below for my Twitter, Twitch, and Discord server. Twitter, I don't use nearly as much as I should because I always forget that I have it. Twitch, I haven't been able to stream in months because I have a child that consumes every moment of my free time. But he's pretty cute, so it's alright. And Discord server, join. If you have replays of your own that you want to see up on the silver screen, that is YouTube. Feel free to join the Discord server and drop those replays in on the replay section, and I will get to them in a timely manner. Companion Cav still alive, managing to keep these two units tied up pretty well. Honestly, I don't think that Bactrian's Royal Cavalry needs to be over here anymore. The Noble Riders can definitely take care of these guys. But yeah. Here we go. Are we charging in? Come on, please. Please charge in. I just want a really cool picture for a thumbnail. Here we go. Yeah! Persian Lights, go in! I don't know why he sent in the Persian Light. I mean, you just send in whatever you want at this point. Four archers. We don't have any ammo left. We don't have to participate anymore, right? Wrong. Look at the... Oh my god. So concerned with the Kushite general that he sent away two of his best units to chase after the Nabatean Noble Cav and the Kushite Royal Guard. I mean, small victories, yeah, it's all well and good, but... oh well. Now, oh no! Why would you charge them in? You charged them into pikes! My soul. My poor wee little soul. Oh my god. Jeez. That's it. That's all she wrote. There is no winning this for the attacker. Imagine just something like insane happens and the defending army just like routs for no reason. Well, overall, if Swaby and Bactria didn't take so much time, I think we would have been better off. Or they would have been better off, not we. I mean, look, I've said it before, I'll say it again, I'll continue to say it. Delayed attacks can work. They can. They absolutely 100% can, but it should really only be one person that waits. It shouldn't be two whole armies waiting for the right moment to like, okay, now we're gonna pounce. No, you can't do that. I mean, Syracuse just up and absolutely eviscerated Getae. And what did that do? That left them free to, after they defeated Getae, I mean, by the time that Getae was done for, that's when Swaby and Bactria, like, really started their main assault. They wait, like, I don't... Again, I'm going to go out on a limb and say that possibly Swaby and Bactria were both newer players, and perhaps they had seen a couple videos where there were delayed assaults, and that's what they wanted to try. It's, yeah. This is a learning moment for the three attackers. If by some luck of the draw that you three are watching, this is a teachable moment. Uh, yeah, I mean, well, they are though. I mean, even if you watch your own replays, those are also teachable moments. I mean, because I mean, this is like basically what I'm doing, right? Is I'm watching your replays that you send in to me, and I look and I see, and of course, in hindsight, I'm a third party. I can see. I have a quote unquote an all-seeing eye for this match and all the other matches that I've done, so I can sit here, nitpick, point out things, say you should have done this, should have done that, yada yada yada. But on the flip side, on the other side of the coin, I also understand that when you're in the moment, when you are playing, when you are commanding your army, your units, and you're directing them here, there, and everywhere, that it becomes difficult to keep track of everything. Even though you have the unit bar on the bottom right here, it's still difficult because sometimes you get hyper focused on one section because you're like, fuck, like if this doesn't go well, then the rest of the settlement's screwed. So I get it. I understand completely. And, you know, watch your own replays. Send them in to me, to anybody. I don't care. But also, I think that it is important to watch your own replays so that you can watch yourself and your movements. You can watch your teammates' movements. And then you can also watch your opponent's movements. Because while you're actually playing the game, and let's move on. When you're actually playing the game and you know you're focusing on your army and what your army is doing, you're not seeing what everyone else is doing and all the little moves that they're making and stuff. So you could be missing out on something that could be tactically advantageous to you the next time that you play, if you can manage to pull that off. So yeah, that's why I think it's important that, you know, everyone should watch their own replays and watch it from all angles, from each player's perspective. And then you might end up seeing something curious or whatever. I mean, there was, you know, one replay months and months and months ago on Athens where the person who sent it in managed to worm their way through a literal alleyway of a building to circumnavigate a defensive line of the defenders. And I'd never seen that before. And I guarantee you that the people who were defending never didn't see that. Didn't notice it because they were looking somewhere else. But because I'm able to sit here, and of course everyone has the ability to do it, to watch their own replays. I got to see that, and now I put that away in my Rome 2 trunk of tricks. We'll call it that. There we go. I just created. I pulled that out of my ass. That's what we're calling it now. Rome 2 trunk of tricks. And now that's something that I'm going to remember always. And because that specific building, it's the building that is a 2-story building that you can get units and archers up onto, and it has a little parapet on it as well. If you've seen it once, you've seen it 17 times. And now my thought process is, okay, well, you can do that here in Athens. Can you do that in other settlements too? So it's always something worth keeping an eye out for and watching your own replays and seeing what tricks you can pick up from not only yourself but from other players. Anyway, I've rambled on too much. Let's get into the kill count here, and then we'll call it. So, multiplayer getting 1,618 kills, 166 for his Noble Cav, 178, 245, 110, and 244 for his archers. So well done there. 124, 0, and 26 for the Armored Desert Hoplites, 32 for the Levy, 30 for the Levy Spears, 4, 40, 146, and 12 for the Axe Warriors, 23, 140, and 98 for the Swordsmen, and 0 and 0 for the Thorax Pikes. 1,782 kills for Champion, 128 for his General. He did have push-out archers. Okay. 78, 36, 111, and 85 for his archers. 96, 110, 32 for the Kushite slave infantry. 134 and 111 for Kushite pikes. 133 and 96 for the armored Shotel warriors. 28, 81, 102, and 178 for the swordsmen. And then 161 and 82 for the Shotels. Pardon me. Syracuse, Emperor Candy Katsu, sorry. Getting 135 kills with his general. 110 with their Mercenary Companion Cav, 202, 165, 128, and 170, 157 with the Archers. So well done there across the board. 219, 238, and 153 for the Sam Knights, 280 for the Mercenary Veteran Hoplites, 149, 142 for the Thorax Hoplites, 26. Wait, what? Wait, what? Is that an 8? That is an 8. Wow, 283 with the Thorax Swords, almost getting 300 kills. Nice job. 116, 45, 194, and 205 with the Thorio Spears. Love to see it. So well done there. Now, Drunk in Nepal with 1,177 kills, 92 for his Gen, 153, 109, 126, and 137 for his Archers. So well done there. Well done there. 21, 33, and 38 from Falksman. Hate to see it, but it's kind of inevitable. 46, 37, 5, and 34 for the Heavy Spears. 65, 32, 11, and 16 for the Mercenary Axe Warriors. And then 29, 77, and 88 for Noble Swords, and 28 for the Spear Warriors. Dakuno getting 1,083 kills, 34 for his Gen, 189 for the Giant Ballista, 99, 111, 160, 99, 111, 68, and 48 for the Persian Lights. Pardon me. 17, 41, 15, and 23 for the Bactrian Hillman. 25 and 12 for the Bactrian Royal Guard. 66 and 47 for the Scaly Thorax Hoplites. 76 and 19 for Thorax Hoplites, and then 37 and 156 for the Thorax Swords. John Bogg, 77, getting 887 kills. 38 for the Gen, 12 for the German Ballista. 47, 80, 47, 8, 10, and 28 for the Archers. You go with the long blonde. Look at that. Wait. But yeah, okay. That tracks. And then 16, 32, 36, 107, 61 for the Bloodsworn, and 83. Jesus. And then 36, 65, 43, and 63 for the Club Levy, and then 29, 18, 48, and 107 for the Sword Masters. So that's it for me today. I hope you guys enjoyed yourselves. I know I did. This is a pretty good one. Now I said it before, already I'll say it again. But good teachable moments. Teachable moments. Learn from your mistakes, get better, come back, and give out a thrashing. That being said, have a great day, morning, evening, afternoon, night, whatever time of day it is, wherever you are while you're watching. Just have a good one. Peace out, guys.